All right, guys, we are back with round 3 Tengu format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Javi the Tiger King on the left playing like a Chaos Lightsworn deck versus Donnell Dnasty on the right playing Agents. So currently, Javi's got what? 6 wins on the channel while Donnell's got 11. So Donnell has the third most. Now, they've both won in Tengu format already. Javi's won once while Donnell's won twice in Tengu, I believe. Yes, twice. Now, this tournament was 4 ounces Swiss, cut the top 4. It was the first Tengu tournament we've had since our return last month to actually feature top cut. Oh, okay. I forgot what happened here. So Donnell kept his side deck in, so that he is going to unside real quick. Okay, sorry about that delay. And it happens to me at locals all the time because, like, if you're the last one playing, then you kind of like, oh, next round is up, so you sometimes forget to side out. So, yeah, usually when that happens, I just tell people to reshuffle their hand. It's not a big deal. Now, unfortunately, that happens to you at a big event, you're going to get a game loss. All right, so here comes Venus from Donnell. I guess he's going to pay at least 1,000, so I'm going to get that ready. I'm keeping track of life for them. So, yeah, Donnell brings out 2 shine balls. Now, I tell people to sometimes you want to keep the third one in your deck, especially if you have like an earth in your hand. But we'll see what Donnell decides to do here. So he goes for Gotchi. All right, let's see if Donnell brings out the third one. So he does bring out the third one, so he's going to pay 15. And here comes Upstart from Donnell. Now, I believe both these guys are X1, so loser here is eliminated. Now, who am I going to root for? I'm going to root for Javi. I would like to see him do well with Lightsworn. He actually did end up playing, because this tournament was like a few weeks before Vegas. Javi did end up playing Tengu at Vegas, and he played this exact, I wouldn't say exact same list, but very similar to deck to what he's playing right now. And him, Jimmy, and my friend Randy, they lost on the bubble, unfortunately. They lost to the second place team. But Javi did win his match on the bubble. It was Jimmy lost, I think, a Warrior Mirror in Go, and then Randy lost to the second place X-Saber deck. All right, so Javi charges for Aaron, so he's probably going to use Aaron to bounce back the Gotchi, and then the Venus will just be a crash. All right, so 2 of the notoriously slowest players at the locals going at it. Now, we'll see. You guys tell me in the comments. Who do you think plays slower, Donnell or Javi? We're going to find out right here. All right, so Javi mills Necro and Garoth off the Aaron. And Donnell on his Arcana mat. See, if he has Earth in his hand, he can make another Gotchi. We'll see if he does have Earth. Already, Donnell, it looks like he's slower than Javi. And we just started. Look at this. I should get these 2 on camera more often just so I can finally decide, make an assessment on who's the slowest player at the locals. All right. So here comes Jupiter. So that's a card that I don't like. I remember I let Donnell borrow my agent deck, and then he was giving me the cards back, and he's like, do I have your Jupiter? And I told him, no, that's not my Jupiter, but you can take mine too if you want. I know some people like that card. It's not a bad card. Sometimes you need the 7th agent in your deck, but it's just not that good. Every time I've tried one, I didn't like it, so. All right, so Donnell runs over the Aaron for 200, and let's see if he attacks him with the Venus. We know he doesn't have Trag. You have to be a little bit more wary of Trag in Tengu format because it is at 2. So he hits high for 16. So no Trag, no Gores. So we're 72 to 65. Okay. How many Lightsworns? Aaron, Garoth. I think he's only got 2 names. And now Donnell sets 1, passes back to Javi. So Javi draws Card Trooper. He's got quite a few normal summons. Tour Guide. Yeah, Tour Guide, Necro, Honest. No, not Honest. Aaron, Tour Guide, Necro. So Javi has quite a few plays. He can go Lumina Garoth, Or he can summon Tour Guide, so he discards the wolf to bring back Garoth. Garoth is going to attack over Jupiter, and no response from Donnell, so he's going to take 50 there. Lumina runs over the Shine Ball. And end phase, Javi's going to mill 3 for Lumina and 2 for Gareth, or Garoth. Mills Valor, Card Trooper, Valor, Raikou, Dark so he's going to draw 1 card off the Garoth. Now let's see what Dnasty can do. But so far, it's not looking good for Donnell. He needs to drop some boss monsters. So he summons Tour Guide. Does Javi have Max C? I think he does. Yeah, he's debating on Max C'ing. I think Max... Yeah, Javi has to Max C here because Agent... Now that the Shine Balls are gone, Max C is not that good against this deck. Like, this is probably the only time Javi's going to be able to use the Max C now that the Shine Balls are gone. Otherwise, you're just preemptively discarding Max C and hoping that they drop an Agent. Yeah, normally, like, if you're playing against Tengu plants, you kind of don't want to Max C the Tour Guide when Sangan is still left in the deck, but now Donnell's going to try to crash Sangan, and Javi's debating on whether he wants to Necro or not. Or Honest. But yeah, you can see that. You can see why these two... Just watch the match, and you'll know why the debate is on who's the slowest between these two. Oh, man. It's too close to call. Now, Rocky was in the discussion as well, but to me, I've kind of watched Rocky play a lot lately, and with Rocky, I've come to the conclusion that with him, it's just he has to read all the cards, and people get into ruling disputes with him. But I don't think he plays that slow. He's not exactly the fastest player, but anyway, let's continue. All right, so now Javi decides to let the Sangan crash into the Lumina. And now we wait to see how long Donnell takes to search for the Sangan. All right. I mean, what are you going to search? It's either... Okay, Max... Wait, Max C? I guess Lightsworn? Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. I was thinking Orange Light. Maybe he already has one, but Max C is terrible against Lightsworn. You just have to preemptively discard it to like, hopefully he doesn't drop a Judgment Dragon. But maybe he has an Orange Light already, so... That's my only guess. Like, you could have searched Honest. If you already had Orange Light, you could have searched Effect Veiler if you play, but I don't think Donnell plays it. Okay, he already had the Honest. Okay, so maybe Donnell already had... Oh, okay, maybe he was going to Necro on the attack declaration. Okay, that must have been it. But now you just gave away that you had Honest. This way, you always got to declare your phases because you get in trouble. Like maybe Javi, they weren't declaring their phases in the battle phase, but it doesn't matter. Donnell is going to Honest over the Gareth, and now probably poke him for 1,000 unless you're afraid of Gores. I don't think he did. Yep, I'm looking at his calculator too. Yep, see here, this is what I'm talking about. He's gonna preemptively Max C him. But my guess is since he already had the Honest, he must already have the Orange Light as well. I think this is why he searched the Max C. But you should have attacked him with Tour Guide as well. Okay, so Javi activates Recharge, discards Raikou, draws 2, mills Chaos Sorcerer and Judgment Dragon. So Javi's got like Tour Guide, Card Trooper, Lila, Sangan. Yeah, his hand, he's got a bunch of normal summons in his hand. One of the weaknesses of his deck that me and my friends were telling him about. Okay, so here, Javi normal summon Sangan. So it attacks into tour guide, so Sangan's effect will activate. And he's going to search Max C? No. He might have to search Max C here. So he's going to do the same thing Donnell did. Just preemptively discard Max C, most likely. But Javi has Necrogardener. Maybe he's trying to draw into Gores. All right, so Javi passes to Donnell. Yeah, Javi's hand. I think he has one JD, but he doesn't want to drop it yet. Because when he was shuffling his hand, I kind of looked at it, and the only thing that I saw, the only boss monster he has is like one JD. The rest of his hand is like Lila, Card Trooper, Tour Guide, Maxi. But maybe Javi knows that Donnell's not going to attack, because it looked like he didn't attack him last turn with the Tour Guide. So yes, Javi's probably going to preemptively activate the Maxi before Donnell can. Now, will Donnell special summon, or will Donnell just, pass? Kind of do the same, because that's what Javi did last turn. He just summoned his Sangan and crashed. If Donnell can drop Christia on Javi, I don't think his deck has many outs. I think his outs are like, he got rid of one or two of his Raikos already. So, yeah, he doesn't have many outs. Darkhole is probably one of them. Honest to Raiko. Yeah, he's only got like 3 outs to a Christia. Okay, so Donnell summons Venus. Attacks with both Venus, leaving Javi at 24. So Javi chose not to use his Necro. So he would have been at 14 had he attacked with the Tour Guide last turn. But maybe Javi Necros if he was a little bit lower, so. Oh no, never mind. Javi did use a Necro. So he should be at 4K. Yeah, I'm thinking if Donnell doesn't have Orange Light, I think he should have searched it instead of that Max C. But we'll see. Because looking at Javi's hand, now he could make a Levier play before he does anything. Yeah, he could go like summon Tour Guide, make Levier, bring back Necrogardener. Javi just drew a spell. I can tell he drew a spell for his turn. It's either Heavy or Reborn, I think. He must have drew Reborn. That's why he's checking his graveyard. But if he drew Reborn, he might want to check Donnell's graveyard as well. All right, let's see. How long? Okay, so he special summons JD. Pays 1,000. Donnell Torrentials, the JD. So it was Space, Torrential. Donnell's over 2 cards. Yeah, he should have just searched the Orange Light. But then, if he searches the Orange Light, Javi wouldn't have used the JD's effect. So now you get Tour Guide into Tour Guide. Yeah, this is a game where Donnell just drew no boss monsters. No Hyperions. I don't think Donnell's on Christia, which is crazy. It's like the best card in the deck. Besides you can make the argument it's better than Master Hyperions. Definitely in some matchups. Here comes Pot of Avarice from Javi. Puts back his 2 JDs, Chaos Sorcerer, his Effect Veiler, and yeah, Pot of Avarice is insane in Javi's deck mid to late game because he just puts back all his boss monsters and, One time before Vegas, he and I were testing. I remember I trapped Dushu, his Blackluster Soldier. I told this story once in a previous video. Yeah, I trapped Dushu and his Blackluster Soldier. Then he summoned it again, and I dealt with it. I forgot how. But I dealt with his Blackluster Soldier, and then he Pot of Avarice it back, and then redrew it again in the same game. It was, like, ridiculous. I was like, I can handle BLS twice, but not 3 times, and I lost. Alright, so here comes Recharge, discard Lila, draw to mill, Dark Arm, and hit. Yeah, I don't like Dark Arm. So the thing is, because we just came back from Vegas for the 3v3, and we're all discussing like, oh, don't play this card. You know, you guys who've done 3v3s know, oh, take that card out of your deck. And even though Javi was not on my team, we all still stayed together, and I wanted them to do well also. And I told him, cut the Dark Arm, man. That card's too bricky in your deck. But he refused to cut it. But there was a lot of stuff that Javi didn't listen to me about when it came to his deck. And Donnell's, I think, going to pick up his cards. Yep, Donnell picks up his cards. So Javi with an explosive game 1. I think even if Donnell grabbed the orange light, I think he still lost. He didn't see any boss monsters. None. He didn't see any, so he was not going to win that game. While Javi did see his boss monsters eventually. So Javi takes game 1. 1 win away from moving on with a chance to still make top 4 in this tournament. And who beat Javi? I can't remember who beat Javi in this tournament. I know I beat Donnell this tournament in the Swiss rounds. All right, so here comes tour guide from Javi. Oh, I think Javi lost to an agent player. He lost to another agent player. Yeah, he lost to... So this is another situation where Donnell... First of all, if I was Donnell, if you could, you should have probably sided out Max C in this matchup. But maybe sometimes you have to keep in Max C. You have other dead cards. Like MST, I'm sure Donnell probably sided out his MST, so I get it. If I had to choose between MST and Max C against Lightsworn, I'd side out the MSTs first. And here Donnell is maxing because Max C is going to be pretty dead in this matchup. So, yeah, most of the time you don't want to maxi the tour guide. It depends. Because they just do this. But in this matchup, I think Donnell's correct. You basically use the maxi kind of like a jar of greed in a sense. Yeah, Donnell probably sided out his 2 MSTs and his Heavy Storm. Those 3 cards probably got insta-sided out. So, here Donnell summons his own Sangan. And tries to crash into Javi's tour guide. And now Donnell is going to search for his Sangan. Javi has Solar Recharge in his hand, but probably maybe no Lightsworns, or he's waiting to get a Lightsworn that he wants to discard. So it looks like Donnell's going to search Earth. Yes, Donnell's going to search Earth, or thinking about searching the Earth off the Sangan. Yep. So looks like that was Donnell's final decision to grab the Earth. Took him a while to get there, but there we go. He grabs the Earth, sets another back row. Passes to Javi. And let's see. Heavy. Okay, charge. So he charges for Bill's Lila, Arcus, Veiler. So 2 Lightsworns and a Light Dark. And I believe Javi's on multiple Chaos Sorcerers. I think 2. And he's on Dark Arm, which I don't like. There's some people who just love Lightsworn, and I've never been a Lightsworn fan. I don't think I've ever played it. No matter the format, it's just not my thing. Alright, so here comes Recharge, discards Gareth, draws 2, mills, Dark Hole, and Tour Guide. So 2 Darks in his graveyard. Will Dark Arm make an appearance? If the Sangan leaves the field, he'll have 3 Darks. So here comes Card Trooper from Javi. And mills Chaos Sorcerer, Thunder King, and Jane. Jane, Garoth, Arcus Lila. Does he have 4 names already? Oh, there's the Dark Arm. Oh, I have 3 darks. I have 3 darks. What could Donnell's back rows be, though? I mean, if you get... Javi's like, okay, if you transfer me, I'm going to get a Card Trooper search and a Sangan. Sorry, Card Trooper draw and a Sangan search. So, priority, banish tour guide. Now, let's see what will Javi snipe with this Dark Arm. So, he hits the bottomless. Okay, that was a good... That was a bad hit for Javi. I wonder what his other back row is. Hey, you'll take the trade. Dark Arm for a bottomless. Oh, Javi has Judgment Dragon too. Now, will he call priority if he drops the JD? He might not. Oh, hook. So Javi slams down JD. Any response from Donnell? Javi's got Maxi. All right, what's this? Oh, Chaos Trap Hole. I don't like that card. I think Black Horn is better because you're paying too much life points with that card. I tried it like when we first started doing Tengu back in 2023, and I remember I was like, nah, this is too much life points to pay. You're paying too much. Plus with Venus, I think you're better off using Black Horn if you're going to use one of those counter traps. All right, so Earth, grab Venus. So he probably has to attack over a Card Trooper here. I think that's the play. Yeah. You don't want to crash into Sangan and then he get another search. So yeah, just let him draw. So Javi takes 600. And Donnell is going to... Orange Light the Card Trooper? What? Oh, special. Chaos Sorcerer banish to Sangan. Okay. Synchro. So Javi chooses not to maxi him. I mean, you know he has Venus, so you're probably going to wait. You're going to wait to maxi the Venus. And now Donnell summons Stardust, sets 1. Passes to Javi. So Donnell's got a Venus in hand, a mystery card, and a background. Here comes Pot of Avarice. Oof. That's, you know what's crazy? I actually was telling Javi to cut the Avarice from his deck. It's looking pretty good right here, so maybe I'm wrong. I told him the reason I don't like Avarice in his deck is because early game it could be bad. But I told him mid to late game that card's insane in your deck, but early game it's kind of bad. Because also another thing that a reason I didn't like it was because a lot of the times you're putting your Lightsworns back in the deck, and then your JDs are dead. That was kind of like my argument for it. All right, so here Javi slams down another JD. And here comes Donnell with a bottomless. Obviously, he's not going to call priority. Now while Stardust is up, so let's see what else Javi can do. So it looks like Javi has no other plays, just JD pass. Now let's see what Donnell Dnasty can do. We know one of Javi's cards in hand is Maxi. So Donnell's got Venus. Maybe Donnell's afraid of Gores. Attacks him for 25. Leaving Javi at 49 to Donnell's 4,000. Now Donnell sets a monster. And Donnell preemptively discards Maxi. So probably his last card in his hand is the Venus. Maybe he set a Shine Ball. Okay, Javi sets a monster and passes to Donnell. Javi's got, oh wow. Javi's hand is awful. His hand is double Maxi, Effect Veiler, and Leeching the Light. Yeah, his hand is so bad. So Donnell flips the set Venus. I'm surprised to see Kaiku. It's more of an Edison and Goat card, but it's not bad in Tengu. Alright, so he runs over the card trooper, how he's going to draw, then hits him directly with Kaiku. Activate Kaiku's effect. Yeah, you probably want to get him under names. There's no darks in there, so yeah, get rid of 2 Lightsworns. So, well, he can't even banish while Kaiku's up, so get rid of Garoth and Jane. Probably, yeah, the ones who run over Kaiku. Yep, smart. So get rid of both of them and then hit him for 25. And then Venus is game, right? Oh, no, never mind. Did we mess up life? Yeah, we messed up life. Or I messed up life, sorry. So, Javi summons Maxi, activates Leech in the Light, tries to run over the Kaiku. So it goes, Donnell's going to take 300. Beatrice, what are you at, 600? Yeah, Javi picked, well, why waste time there? Yeah, Javi wasted time there, because I mean, these two are getting close to time. I mean, is anyone surprised? It's Donnell and Javi. All right, game 3, and obviously these two are getting close to time, so we'll see if time matters in this matchup. Donnell's deck Javi's deck is better in time, because Donnell pays for a Shine Ball. All right, so he orange lights the tour guide. I think he's only doing this because they're getting close to time. He's kind of like, okay, I'm going to just orange light you and poke you. All right, so here comes Javi with another recharge. Mills Glow Up Bulb, Mills a Thunder King, and Effect Veiler. He only has, I think, 2 Lilas in the Empty Open Charge. So he mills Chaos Sorcerer, JD, and Jane. Searches Lumina. But if you summon that Lumina, you could potentially take damage, unless if you hit a... So Javi chose to pass. Oh no, here he normal summoned. So here Donnell Monster Reborns. I'll Javi mill 1 JD, 1 Chaos Sorcerer, Bulb. So he chooses the Thunder King. Summon Jupiter. Activate Jupiter effect. Hit him for 19 first. And then 26 with the Jupiter. Yeah, Donnell's playing for just time here. Oh no, you should have sided that out. Don't play it, Donnell. Yeah, you see? Donnell has Upstart and he chose not to play it. So Javi took 18, 19, and 800. Can Javi do 4,500 damage? So here, Donnell warnings the Lumina. And then Javi special summons Black Luster Soldier. Wait, banish the Light and Darks. And that is game. Donnell wins game 3 in time. So Javi is eliminated with that loss. Now, would have Javi had won if they weren't in time? We'll never know. I think it could have gone either way, depending on the rest of Donnell's hand. But let's see. Will Donnell return for round 4? Try to get round 4. Where is it? Round 4. Yes, Donnell will be back for round 4. He's on the bubble. He's going to be going up against John Vigil's Diva Hero beat deck. Winner is guaranteed a spot in top 4. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. Hope to see you guys next time.